So let's get some energy for the collective. What are the messages that the collective needs to hear at this time? What does the red need to hear? Indulgence. So you're indulging right now, doing what makes you happy. I'm seeing this mask as being somewhat therapeutic, but it could be you putting on a happy face, like you choose to be happy. And this is your justice. Someone had you going down this trap of honesty. Honesty meant for them that there was always a reason to be upset about something. They wanted you to see the darkness in every situation. Like they casted a shadow on your life. They wanted you to have this negative undertone in the way you saw the world. And I feel like for some of y'all, it's going to be like you could do the exact opposite and shine a light on your situation and see your world through rosy lens and forget what anyone has to say about that, because I feel like it's going to piss some people off that you choose to be happy. Yeah, like it's going to come as a shock to some people that you've been miserable out of respect for your haters. You didn't want them to get jealous of you. You didn't want to hurt their feelings. And they kept showing you that your happiness was a problem for them. And now I feel like you just realize that it's not a problem at all. Or at least it's not your problem. Yeah, you're definitely winning some money. Winning the lottery for some people. If you buy a ticket, you're going to win. Big or small. You have some luck on your side. And this is what people are pissed off about. Because it seems like it's just going to come out of nowhere. Maybe you just decide to buy a ticket or something. I feel like this is very specifically the lottery here, even though you can interpret it in different ways. For some of y'all, it could just be, finding some money on the ground or something. But I feel like y'all are definitely going to see major changes in your life for the better. So be still at this time, because the changes happening they don't require too much movement. You don't have to make too many decisions. All the decisions are already decided that you're going to be successful. You are successful already. You're already indulging. Whatever you're doing right now is a step towards this luck here. You getting even closer to this luck. But it's like it's happening in your seat. It's all happening without you having to move a muscle. So it's coming off like it's a mindset. You're going to need some alone time. And also, like, there aren't many people that can come with you. Okay, you have inspiration and courage. You have strength and resilience. This encouragement to go out and take steps towards your successes in terms of, buying a lottery ticket for some people, or just looking around your environment for inspiration because it's there, and staying focused on what makes you happy. Yeah, for some, it's like people have convinced you that you're not allowed to pamper yourself, that you're not allowed to spoil yourself, that you always have to look and search for other people's problems and what needs fixing in their life. So it is going to take some strength and some dedication on your part to focus on yourself, and don't let anybody else's temper tantrums distract you, because they're trying to tire you out. Positivity takes work, and they want to fight that energy that you have so that you forget how to be happy, but it's not working. You're a very friendly person. and you're very harmonious with your environment. And so it just so happened that these haters are crossing your boundaries. They're in your territory right now. And this is why they're making a mess, basically, because they know you have to clean it up because it's your property. So it's almost like these demons are trying to, illegally dump on your property or your spirit in your spirit realm. They're dumping their negative energy on you. But this is what you're getting justice for, because when you choose to be happy, your positivity cleans all of that up. And they just can't take it anymore. You're so much stronger than they are. And you've learned how to do this at a young age. You probably were a really positive person growing up. And you probably never saw these type of problems as a child. Even if you weren't the most sheltered, could have been very sheltered growing up. But for some of y'all, I feel like as you grew up, you started to realize that the world is totally different than what it was like when you were a child. Maybe you thought you were exposed to a lot, but you didn't have nearly as many haters. Or maybe you did, but they're just starting to come back. Or they grew up beside you and just became more hateful. And you became more positive. They picked the wrong side. And so eventually they're the ones that's going to get tired of trying to compete with you. And also I'm seeing like you're indifferent to the situation, because I'm seeing you as almost being faceless, and these entities around you are reacting to the fact that you're not responding to them. And they're the ones that's going to get tired, because they're all over the place and you're very still. You could be very reserved. You don't waste your energy. Okay, so you could be a seed. What is it? A star seed, a chosen one. All of these words, I feel like, okay, there are intricacies and differences, and in that world, but I feel like it's just really basically you're important, and no one can change that. They can't go into your world and try to pick apart your identity. It just doesn't work. You value yourself, and that's all that matters. Yeah, so you're blooming at this time. And also with the bloom, it opens and closes sometimes per day. Because there's something about the birds chirping that's supposed to be opening up the stomata of the bird or the flower. Like the bird's chirp is used to open the stomata of the bloom or something. You can look up stomata. But regardless, you can be open and closed regardless of your environment. Almost as like whether or not anyone is watching you, you know how to calm yourself down. You know when it's appropriate to get excited. Yes, you are worthy. You are loved. That much it goes. That much is true. And it goes without saying, but sometimes you do need to hear it. Set your intentions with heart and soul when it comes to manifesting this money here specifically, because I feel like that's kind of what it's all about when it comes to this indulgence. Like you're going to get money to buy whatever it is that you're interested in. Whatever you're into, you're going to be funded. And in abundance, you're going to have this funding. For some of y'all, it may be negative energy. If you feed off of negative energy, you're going to have more than enough. Like people are going to be jumping to say something rude to you or get on your nerves in some way. And if that's what it takes for you to turn it into positive energy, positive light, you're going to have more than enough. Whatever you decide is working for you, that's what you're going to get. For some of y'all, it's as simple as monetary gain, financial, money, dollar bills, whatever country you're in, that's money for you. For some of y'all, it is just being interested and not losing interest in your hobbies. Today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life. Yeah, like I'm getting for some of y'all is just like being able to see the light a day. Just being so connected to earth that it doesn't matter what's going on around you. You're happy. And happiness is really important. Okay, so what could some of these people be saying? They're gossiping about you. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Because some of them want to be your friend. That's what I'm getting. But they don't have a choice because you're not opening doors for them. So they feel like they're kind of wavering with your own energy, but they still feel like they have a choice. Like basically when you feel open to the world, they feel like they are the world and you're inviting them in, even though you've already cut them off once and for all. There's no wavering here with that decision. But still they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to, come on over to the light. But they already chose their side. So it's not even like the invitation was ever there. Once they chose to be dark, that's what it is. The way you love can never be matched. You love yourself. It's relentless. And I feel like that's what this reserved energy comes from, because they get happy when you're happy. They feel like, oh, is she our friend now? We can come hang out. And, like their moods change so quickly. But, your mood has nothing to do with them. So it's kind of embarrassing, but I don't feel like they're able to get embarrassed because they're so focused on you. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for this energy. Yeah, boundaries. This is because they've already crossed your boundaries in order to be so tangled up in your energy, because anyone looking at you from the outside shouldn't be able to see your emotions. If you're a reserved person, you're not showing, you don't wear your heart on your sleeve. So if these people feel like they're so in touch and in tune with you, it's because they've already crossed your boundaries. Trying to get in your head, get in your headspace, is that's why they're cut off. You got jackpot here. You are definitely winning the lottery. I don't know what the amount is. There's a large number on this card. Like, is that 10 million? Something like winning money, getting rich, inheritance, unexpected money is coming in. So I feel like that's really the main point of this message here, because your first card was indulgence, and now you have all this money coming in to spend it on yourself and indulge in whatever it is that you spend it on. So that's really good news for some of y'all. And then there's this uninterested card here around this energy of somebody being bored with life. Like for some of y'all who are not thinking about money like that, and it's not on your mind, it's really about a thirst for life and not growing bored of life, what it takes to get out of bed and clean your house and go for a walk and eventually get to this point of indulging in things that make you happy. But for some of y'all, I feel like it's almost like, some things have been played out, and that's what you're getting back. You're getting back a spark. Your smile is making me melt every time I see your face. Nothing really makes sense without you. So I'm going to close this energy, but I feel like whatever this is that's played out is the person who crossed your boundaries, and, them trying to get tied up in your identity and making it seem as though you guys are one person, that they even know how you feel. They can have conversations with you without actually respecting you at all. I feel like that's what's played out. You've lost interest in them. You never had interest in them. And, them trying to get tangled up in your energy is probably what caused this lackluster vibe in your life. So I feel like the message here for this energy is, with this jackpot, with this luck coming in, your fortune, your reward, is finally letting these people go.